Welcome back to a game of Fangs and Thrones. My name's Hannah, and today I've lost a jar again. I swear I have things ready before I film, but today we are doing the TBJar for January. So, if you aren't aware, this is the very basic, simple TBR game that I've started playing every month. It involves a jar full of book titles and a jar full of prompts, which I always could do with some more suggestions because it's very thin. It's not as full as the actual book jar. But I roll a six-sided die twice. The first time is to tell me how many books out of how many pieces of paper, prompt, whatever you want to call them, that I need to pick out of the title jar. And then the second is for this jar. And that's pretty much the game. So, without further ado, let's use the dirty cup and, dirty in the sense that it has stickers and things in, but that is tell you what, we'll do it this way. So then you and I find out at the same time. 1. We can do that. Put the lid back on. So how was everyone's Christmas? Mine was quite nice and chill if you celebrate. How was everybody's holidays if you do have any? So this is A Fever Dream by George R.R. Martin. It is on the stack somewhere, so I will get it out eventually. Fever Dream by George R.R. Martin. I think this is about vampires. Abner Marsh has had his dearest wish come true. He has built the Fever Dream, the finest steamship ever to sail the Mississippi. Abner hopes to race the boat someday, but his partner is making it hard for him to realise his ambition. Joshua York put up the money for the Fever Dream, but now rumours have started about the company he keeps, his odd eating habits and strange hours. As the dream sails the great river, it leaves in its wake one too many dark tales, until Abner is forced to face down the man who helped his dreams become a reality. So we do it again with the prompts. Now, I'm not aware of any readathons that are happening in January, but if anybody knows of any, please let me know. I love a good readathon. It's just giving me a 1, so we'll do it differently. 6. So, 1. Put down there. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, I think I picked one up as well. So, 6. Put the lid back on. So we have read a book picked by a member of your family. Read a book picked by a member of your family. So I asked my sister, and she randomly, literally, closed her eyes and pointed, picked The Wheel of Time, Book 1, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is a chunky monkey. But when their village is attacked by terrifying creatures, Randall Thor and his friends are forced to flee for their lives. An ancient evil is stirring, and its servants are scouring the land for the dragon reborn, the prophesied hero who can deliver the world from darkness. In this age of myth and legend, the wheel of time turns. What was, what may be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. So I know that at some point Robert Jordan unfortunately died before he could finish the series, so it was taken up by Brandon Sanderson just to finish it, and I'm interested to see how that goes. And it's small writing. I suppose it is like a... Is this a mass market? No, it's about the same size, but it's small writing. But that's it for this video. Read a book that keeps getting dropped off your TBR. Then we have read a book that keeps getting dropped off your TBR. Now this has been on my TBR a while, and it does actually go in monthly TBRs quite often. I just don't get round to it, which is a shame because it's short stories. It shouldn't take that long. But this is Ghosts of the Shadow Market, which is part of the Shadowhunters universe, by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, Maureen Johnson, Kelly Link, and Robin Wasserman. Basically, these are short stories. The Shadow Market is a meeting point for fairies, werewolves, warlocks, and vampires. It's no place for shadow hunters. But through 2 centuries, a silent brother has visited. Brother Zachariah was once a shadow hunter called Jem Carstairs, and his love, then and always, is the warlock Tessa Gray. Now he is searching for a relic from his past. Follow Jem and see, against the backdrop of the Margaret's dark dealings, Anna Lightwood's doomed romance, Matthew Fairchild's great sin, and Tessa Gray as she is plunged into a world war. Valentine Morgenstern buys a soul, and young Jace Wayland finds safety. In the market is a lost heir and a beloved ghost, but no one can save you once you've traded away your heart. Not even Brother Zachariah. Read a book with the Chosen One trope. Just what I want in January. Read a book with the Chosen One trope. I went for Stranger the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, because Laszlo Strange has literally been chosen to find out about what happened to the city of Weep, going by the synopsis and the fact of how I think I've read like the first chapter a couple of times, or at least that, like a excerpt in one of another book. Oh, excuse me. So it says, the dream chooses the dreamer. Since he was 5 years old, Laszlo Strange has been obsessed with the mythical lost city of Weep, but it would take someone bolder than he to go in search of it. Then a stunning opportunity presents itself, in the person of a hero called the Godslayer, and a band of legendary warriors, and he has to seize his chance or lose his dream forever. What happened in Weep to cut it off from the world? What did the Godslayer slay that went by the name of a god? And what is the mysterious problem he now seeks help in solving? The answers await in Weep, but so do many more mysteries, including the blue-skinned goddess who visits Laszlo's dreams. Mood pick. For mood pick, following I have a theme going on here, but you'll see in a minute. Mood pick was Strange Worlds Travel Agency by L.D. Levinsky. I just really fancy some whimsy and some middle grade. So, welcome to the Strange Worlds Travel Agency, where every suitcase transports you to a different world and all you have to do is step inside. When 12-year-old Flick Hudson is invited to join the secret Strange World Society, she's thrilled, but quickly realises that something isn't right in the magical multiverse. Blizzards are hitting in the middle of summer, entire city streets are disappearing, and one suitcase leads her to a world that has been completely abandoned. Soon, Flick is breaking all sorts of society rules and pushing the very limits of magic to try and figure out what's going on. But will she be able to fix things before all the worlds, including her own, vanish completely? I just think this looks so cute and whimsy. And read a book written by a person of colour author. Read a book written by a POC author. I went for Tristan Strong, Bunches of Horn in the Sky by Kwame Mbalia. And this is part of the Rick Riordan Presents series and follows African American gods. Let me just double check. Yep, African American gods like Hydra and John Henry Brer Rabbit. I've heard of Brer Rabbit. But then we also have Western African gods like Naomi or Anansi. I think Anansi is a spider god. But basically, 7th grader Tristan Strong feels anything but strong ever since he failed to save his best friend when they were in a bus accident together. All he has left of Eddie is the journal his friend wrote stories in. Tristan is dreading the month he's going to spend on his grandparents' farm in Alabama, where he's being sent to heal from the tragedy. On his first night there, a sticky creature shows up in his bedroom and steals Eddie's journal. Tristan chases it. Is that a doll? Through the forest, and a tug of war ensues by his grandmother's mysterious and off-limits bottle tree. In a last attempt to wrestle the journal out of the creature's hands, Tristan punches the tree, accidentally ripping open a chasm into Mid-Pass, a volatile place with a burning sea, haunted bone ships, and iron monsters that are hunting the inhabitants of this strange world. Tristan finds himself in the middle of a battle that has left Black American gods John Henry and Brer Rabbit exhausted. In order to get back home, Tristan and these new allies will need to entice the god Anansi, the Weaver, to come out of hiding and seal the hole in the sky. But bartering with the trickster Anansi always comes at a price. Can Tristan save this world before he loses more of the things he loves? So the last one. Reread an old favourite. So I shall be back with those books. Reread an old favourite. I went for Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, and I think everybody knows what this book is. I think they've heard of it at least. But Morrigan Crow is cursed, destined to die on her 11th birthday, but as the clock strikes midnight, she is whisked away by a remarkable man called Jupiter North and taken to the secret city of Nevermore. There, she is invited to join the Wondrous Society. Mystery, magic, and protection are hers, if she can only pass 4 impossible trials using an exceptional talent, which she doesn't have. And I just remember absolutely loving this book. It's whimsy, it does have its dark elements, but Morrigan is just brilliant. And because it is a short-ish story, it's about 371 pages long. And the brolly rail, come on, we all want to do the brolly rail at some point.